Hello everybody, welcome on in. How are we doing today? What's going on, my friends? Hello. Hi.
Woohoo.
Pleased to meet you.
Woohoo.
14 months, let's go.
Y'all just get bonus ones apparently. That's just how we're doing it. You just get bonus announcements nowadays. I don't know what's going on with it, but it is what it's doing, so it's gonna be what it do. You don't gotta be like that, but I gotta do. But that's cool. Technical Corn, hello. How we doing today? Pooch, thank you so much for the 6 months. Hope you're doing well today. Country Bell, thank you so much for the 18 months. Hope you're doing well today. Miss May, what's going on? USS Montana, what's up? Currently watching this while attempting to do 2 sterns at once. Not sure what you mean. I mean, I know that's a boat term, but I'm assuming like models or something. I don't know. Kiwi, welcome on in. Hello. Endlessly Tay, what's up? W, hello. Caitlin, hi. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good today. I'm doing pretty good. I've just been goofing around building some stuff in the world this morning, and it's been good. I'm kind of starting to plan out the next video already. I've got an idea for it. I'm still testing the theory, but it's gonna be, I'm hoping it's gonna work out pretty well because I think it's a good video. And it'll make some pretty entertaining stream content if I had to guess. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And we got a video coming out tomorrow, which is gonna be super fun. So next video will be live tomorrow, which is great. And then they're just kind of coasting along. I feel like it's been a pretty productive week. I'm working on Minecraft battleships that are real life World War II ships. Oh, very cool. Okay. I was like, this is probably either Minecraft building or like making models, one of the two. But both are cool. Hey Flamel, how we doing? I'm doing pretty good today. Finally, I can make it to a stream since I just took my finals and my school day ends early. Ooh, congrats on being done with your finals. Grabbing coffee and jumping over YouTube. All good, Kiwi, all good. Hope everyone is enjoying their Wednesday. How is it only Wednesday? I feel like it's been a long week so far, but I don't know. That's how weeks go. Wizzy, what's going on? How we doing? How is the trees and forests and mountains and world building going on? Is there a video tomorrow? Yes, Colin, there is. It is done. I literally just uploaded it. Do you like the new capes? Oh, with the crafting table and like the pickaxe on it? They're pretty cool. I'll definitely get them. I don't know if I'm gonna use them. I really like the copper cape with my skin. I feel like it works really well. So yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Friday will come soon. True. We got a fun weekend going on this weekend too. I'll post some pictures after and all that stuff, but so it'll be good stuff. It's 11 degrees. I'm in my workout singlet hoodie. I'm assuming you mean 11 degrees Celsius, because otherwise that'd be really cold. The Moon Knight cape with a Minecraft Moon Knight cape. Moonlight Trial cape. What is that? Oh, where does that come from? Oh, you have to go to that outdoor experience. You know, I would love to go to, was it Argentina? That yeah, I'm like, I told this is the cape that they're talking about. I think that this thing is so cool. And like stuff like that is cool that it's going to be in the game, but the amount of, there's a very small amount of people that are actually going to go to these unless they like move it around efficiently. But yeah, I don't know. That is a cool cape though. That is a really cool cape. So when that eventually comes around, I don't know, maybe I'll have a lovely person who wants to send it to me if they have too many. Putting vibes out there into the universe. But maybe I'll be able to go one day. That'd be cool. Good excuse to just venture on down to Argentina for no other reason. Yeah. Loving the surface sulfur biomes. Yeah, those are pretty cool. I'm excited to see if they pop up, like how rare they are, I guess. And I think the sulfur caves are gonna be cool. I do worry if they're like really, really common that they're gonna be kind of like, ew. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. Rain and thunderstorms. Thank you so much for the 20 months, by the way. Remember to like the stream. Exactly. Like the stream, y'all. I appreciate it. I want the experience cape one day. The witch one. One day I'll get them. Yeah. I had the ability to go to it when it was in London, which was pretty cool. And then also somebody in the community actually gave me one before too. So I gave my second cape that I had to Sausage because he wasn't able to make it to the Minecraft movie premiere. So I was like, hey bud, do you want this? Is there a community Discord for your channel? Yeah, check the description. There should be a link in there. Otherwise, it's discord.gg/fWhip. Will there be any interiors attempted today? Probably not today. No, I'm in exterior building mode, and we're gonna see where they are. I hope they're common because I've explored around my base in about 30,000 blocks each way. Yeah. Yeah.
Pleased
Good
to
luck.
meet you.
I don't think they're gonna be that common. Randome, thank you so much for the 6 months. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's the pups? They're good. They're chilling. They're chilling. Nova wanted to fight another dog on our walk this morning because she's just has to be in charge, but you know, she's fine. I don't mean to make her sound like she's aggressive or anything like that. She's like the sweetest dog ever, but she just is a little rough on greetings, you know, that female Malamute comes through. But there's this dog in the neighborhood that I've just decided that she doesn't like, that runs around off leash on the street all the time chasing a tennis ball, and it like barks while it's chasing the tennis ball and bringing it back, and the owner throws the ball like right in front of our house just because there's like a end cul-de-sac, so that like it's just safer for cars, like and Nova, every single day that dog's doing it, is just at the window being like, don't you, this is my neighborhood, get out of here. Just being a dog, you know. And then so today we saw that dog while we were actually walking, and Nova was like, I do not like that dog. It's so funny. I'm so excited right now. We have all the plants in the ground for our garden this year. Can't wait to eat fresh squash and green beans and tomatoes. Ooh. Yeah, we're trying some squash for the first time ever in our garden this year, and zucchinis for the first time ever. So I'm excited to see how they grow. It's been kind of a weird start because we've had our stuff in the ground for almost 2 weeks now. So it's been a weird, we kind of like planted everything and it got kind of cold, and so things are just not growing super fast as I would like them to, but we'll get there. Did anyone already mention that last stream's re-upload freezes around the half-hour mark? Is it doing that again? What the heck? I'm so sorry. Let me go, I'll go double check that and make sure that we had our first strawberries today. Is it really freeze at the half? I swear I checked it. Wow, it really does. I'm so sorry.
Pleased to meet you.
The tool I use for downloading the videos seems to just be an absolute mess, dude. Wow, that really froze out a good frame for me too. Okay, I'll unlist that and re-upload it. Sorry about that. That's annoying. Maybe I need to wait another day before I re-download them, or before I download them. I just like to, like, as soon as stream ends, I go to download it right away, and then it gets there. And what's up, man? Heading to the PNW for a wedding this weekend. Looking forward to the beauty of natures. I feel like, I'm pretty sure this weekend's supposed to be really good weather, so hopefully you have a lovely time. Everything is very much in bloom right now, so hopefully. My allergies have been going crazy with it, but which one is this that uploaded? So that was Monday's stream. That's so annoying. Okay, I will I'll fix that. Did the audio continue throughout, or was it like all broken? I want to start my Minecraft channel. Can you give me some advice before I start? Just start. Make your video. It's Stop putting it off. Just do it. Let it be terrible, but go through the steps of doing it. That's the biggest advice that I can give. Anima, what's going on? Hello, welcome on in. Audio's fine, just buggy sometimes. Okay, gotcha. What's your tattoo? I have Mount Rainier, a little forest, and a hummingbird above it. And then I have a Lego brick and a Minecraft brick. And then I also have another one on my shoulder. Audio's fine, but your video vote? Okay. Was fWhip drinking, not Celsius? No, it's Celsius. I drink half of a Celsius now because otherwise they give me the jitters. I've been trying to lower my caffeine intake. Okay, so since last time, I've been doing a little bit of work. I cleaned up this corner a bit more. I like our little forge thing that we have here. I know it's very random, but I think it's kind of fun. It's very RPG city. Can you backflip? Absolutely not. So yeah, last stream we finished up these two houses. We did this guy, we did that guy, which is waiting for the new update to be able to get the roof cleaned up. I'm gonna turn my chunk render distance down, see if that'll help our lag a little bit. We have Voxy anyway, so it really doesn't matter too much. That guy's just gonna wait for the sulfur blocks to be added to the game, and then we did this house too. And got this vibe walking through the street here, which I think is super fun. So we did all that, which is cool. And then after stream, I cleaned this tree up a little bit more, and I did the bridge. So the bridge is done. It's looking pretty sweet. I added these like chains and bars hanging off the bottom of it just to give it some extra shaping, kind of. I don't know. I thought it was a fun detail to add in, and I like how it's come together in there. So we have that in place. And add these little gardens and whatnot around it, just kind of fluffing up the space, and cleaned up a few faces. Little Goblin, how we doing? Love to see your world. Inspires me so much. Awesome. I'm very happy that it's come together. I brought this tower down probably 7 blocks. And then I also redesigned this structure here to be something a little bit different, and I think I like it more now. And then I did also bring this tower down another few blocks as well, so everything on this side got a lot shorter, and I think it looks much more proportional now. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, but yeah, that the view I did for the thumbnail on YouTube today with the mountain there in the background, I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, this bridge right here, I feel like with the city and everything, the trees, and then being able to just like see them back, it's gonna be so good. You did the scary bridge. I know I did the scary bridge, and I think it actually came together a lot easier than I thought it would. What's with the quest markers? Lime means that it's done, it's ready to go in the world. Orange means that I'm waiting for an update or something that I still need to do on it. Yellow means I haven't done it at all yet. These are old markers that I used to use when I did big creative projects with friends back in the day, when I used to do like map design and was only a creative Minecraft player before my YouTube channel. We did exclamation points above everything that we needed to still do, so you could just be flying above your city and be like, okay, yeah, we got stuff over there that needs to be done, we got stuff over there that needs to be done. And then as soon as it's in the lime status, that means like, okay, now I just need to make the Lightmatica files of those, and then they're ready to go. We also did this house last stream too. Just some little guy in here. Somebody said it looked like a government office, so maybe it is. As smart might start using it. It helps a lot more than needing to remember where things are. So what I want to do here is we're just going to start painting in some texturing bits, and then see where we can go on this guy, because we have the theme for a lot of these towers all look the exact same. I do on the corners though bring in some walls. Excuse me. So we need to fill that in here, and then that's going to cut down the amount of space that we have for windows, but I think it's actually going to be fine. Nope. It gives it like a teeny tiny bit of a rounded aspect to it, which I think looks kind of nice. And we'll just kind of keep that going. And then up here, we're just going to add those in. It'll probably just be a deep slate something.
Keep it real.
Watching fWhip after workout. Huge WBRRRR.
Hey, Bart, welcome on in. Thanks so much for the donut. Hope the workout was good. We did upper body yesterday, and I'm so sore.
Pleased to meet you.
All right. This is going to be tiles. Just to take ourselves all the way up. And we'll just shape out as we're going. I am going to be sneaky, and then we'll just clean up the rest of it. Let's place our symmetry here. Boom, boom, and then rotate. And now, if I place in a block right here, that'll place it in all the way around. But is that where I want those to start? I have some towers like this I'm trying to base it off of. I'm just trying to remember how we do it. Okay, so I actually need to flip where I have the trapdoors and the slabs. And then that looks better. Okay. McClaw, thank you so much for the 22 months. Hope you're doing well. I'm so glad I called the dentist set up a cleaning today. They're booked out until next February. Ugh. That sounds awful. Oh, I need to change this back, and then I could just have it for free. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. And then that works in there. And how does it? I should have just taken a screenshot. Oh, it is just stairs across. Okay, so this guy actually is going to be a little bit different. Actually... let's grab our glass. We can grab some gray glass here. I think I'm going to do this. Sometimes it gets a little funky.
Pleased to meet you.
When you're connecting things, but it'll be fine. Baza, thank you so much for the upgrade to the tier 2 membership, my dude. I appreciate you. Okay. There's that. We can throw another one right in there. And then this can come up to here. A lot of walls, but I think it's okay.
Pleased to meet you.
Loving the builds lately. Like the stream people.
Who's that? Ray, thank you so much for the 26 months. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, builds have been really fun recently. Feel like we've had a few good ones coming in. Need a rod. We're just gonna... I've been kind of just letting them oxidize throughout the rest of the city, so we're just gonna kind of keep it that way. What is this song doing right now? Let's raise you up one more and we can do that. Nah? Kind of works. It's a very tall roof, but I think it actually works out. That's kind of a harsh cut right there. I don't think a glass pane would fix it. Does it? No, it just raises the cut up. How'd you make the top of a 4x4 cone roof? I just don't want to put a 2x2 walls on top. I try and avoid even with sunroofs as much as I possibly can, I'll be honest with you. You just kind of have to allow them to look funky, unfortunately, which is never the answer anybody wants. Yeah, I think that honestly is gonna work out. Going for the last song of this one is a whiplash. Yeah, I'm thinking a little windows. I think like right here. I guess I can go back to the symmetry tool. We do this. We did this. Well, actually. That's too big. I want to do. Let's try this actually. The other potentials we need to give it like that sticks out way too much. How about that? Is that a little too funky, or is that? That up there's a little much.
Love horror. If yes, scene obsession. OMG, so good.
I don't do spookies. I don't do spookies at all. No spookies for me. But you all enjoy your spookies. Spookies do not like me. I do not like spookies. Maybe another copper block below those. I don't know. We might be able to fix it with some lighter shading on the... So if we get rid of this, we get deep slate. A little deep slate, and we can kind of give like a little boom. Because right now it just kind of stands out a decent amount. Also, I don't think I'm keeping these. Yeah, and we'll not keep those, but we will instead put an anvil up here. And then we can get rid of these too. What about gore films? Nope.
Why is your tough blocks more gray than green?
I haven't changed tough blocks at all. It might just be... I don't know what it would be for why it'd be looking different than what you have. Maybe it's the association of the blocks that I put around it, but I haven't modified tough at all in my texture pack. Maybe a little... Yeah, I actually think that does help. I'm going to put a little, like, back in here, though. Yeah, I think that's okay. We just need maybe a few right down in here. Balance that side a touch more. That side looks fairly decent. This side over here, again, could just use a little bit. Just like a little bit of light reflecting off of whatever that roof's going to be. Which we might... Honestly, it might work best just to make it also deep slate. So that the building, like, belongs together. But... with the addition of brighter string in the new update, why don't people just change the texture of string? I mean, I already had a texture pack that made string more transparent than it was already, so I'm just going to make it even more transparent than it is now. You try pushing the grates in a block? Honestly, that probably in itself would work. And we can get little... I want like... What I want is the survival version of getting that. But I can't do it. Yeah, I like that. Pushing it back was a good call. Save my signs. I'll just do a little trapdoor up above. Yeah, that definitely helps a lot. Good idea. Make them 2 copper blocks high. I feel like 2 blocks is going to be too big. I want it to be a very... I want it to be very, like, subtle for the windows. When's next episode? Does tomorrow work? If tomorrow works for you, I'll pencil that in. But if tomorrow doesn't work for anybody, please let me know, and I'll reschedule for like 3 weeks from now. We'll try again. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, episode tomorrow. I don't know why that isn't filled in, but whatever. Hey, Stam, how we doing? Hey, Cow Lord, what's going on? If we were to do universities in the other 2 cities, Tough Hall and Papyrus, what would they be for? Tough Hall would definitely be geology. Oh, hi, buddy. How we doing? You look so cute down there. Yeah, I feel like Tough Hall would absolutely have to be something rock based. New Papyrus would probably be like a research institute of sorts, of just like preserving like knowledge and everything. I feel like that's probably the route that I would go with that. I'm building a triangle-shaped castle with a religion building in your hardcore world. Nice, cool. Doing good. Decided to just close down work and do some gaming for fun this evening. Having a good time. Ooh, what you playing? Lots of making a ruin in New Papyrus. I honestly want to add more like history stuff to New Papyrus, so there's definitely potential for that. I need to get back out to New Papyrus soon. That's a one that I feel like we've been neglecting for a little while. I need to get the problem I have too many projects. That's the problem. And this one, I come over here so freaking often because I put my copper storage in this place, and I fly from path there in my other storage rooms all the way over to here at least a dozen times an episode for a little bit of copper, this and that. And it's starting to drive me crazy. So I don't want to move the copper storage room. I think it's great out here, but I need to get this in. This needs to happen because it's the nether portal. So I need this build to happen soon. And then we need to do the nether hub expansion to be able to get this portal linked up into the nether so I can at least jump through the nether quickly. I am also playing with the idea. I don't really know where or how it would work, but I think I need just to make a faster drop into here. I don't want to do it because I like my tunnel, but I think just like for my own sake, maybe, honestly, it probably isn't much faster to go like fly over here to drop down into it, because we need like a drop there, and then you just like coast into there. So that would be pretty much like just hollowing out a 2x2 in here and make like a little redstone door or something. That would just be a drop shoot down. I don't want to do that, but I might need to do that, you know? We could honestly use string to have it auto close behind me. That could be kind of fun. But maybe I don't need to, because we just fly in there and shoop. I'm just getting a professional flyer license by doing it. Maybe a city entrance for a new portal. I could have a new portal. We could put a portal in the Foliage University somewhere, but that doesn't really help the rest of it. But maybe in the cave in the Foliage University, because we will have all of our nether plants in there, so that could be kind of a cool spot just to have a portal. Just for the sake of having one. Won't be something we use too often, but could be kind of fun. I was going to almost put a bay window on that, but I don't think I'm going to. Actually, do that. I'm gonna put that there. And I kind of want to give him a little balcony on this side, I'll be honest. Something like that. I have no idea what blocks we're using for this house yet, by the way. I'm just putting things in. I've got no ideas so far. I think that's kind of cool though. Are there any ships in the harbor big enough to have a little portal? Probably. I could definitely hide a portal in here. Yeah, because we could just take that. Yeah, I mean, even if I just drop this down. This could be a portal. I'll think about that. That's an option, because that would be kind of nice to have it in here. And then also that's like a quick access from dirt storage. Just boom, boom. It's always going to be dwarves in the fantasy timeline to make an electric guitar. I don't know, man. The Tauren are really good with their electric guitar too, though. ETC, best guitarist ever. Don't you have a drop in the nether portal? No, it's just a way out. Yeah. All right, before we start on the other building, let's do this guy. Ooh. We could. I did such a good interior. Me saying, hey, I even did the back of the build in the video. The inside of the build. This is just that. That's so good. Good job, me. But I was going to say, we could put a little, like, door. Take this down. Just do this. That could be another just way in onto this section here. Just bam, down. Another way for the people to get, because this is kind of military area, so a quick passage down into here is probably pretty nice. Yeah, we'll try that. What do we want to do for our gradient? Boop, boop. Get some light gray terracotta. What do we have that's a little slightly darker? Oh, we could use some machacha. Yeah, let's try this. Let's get our acacia set up with our copy, and now it'll always paste in that way. An artillery workshop. So floor level in that is going to be there. So let's do this. Then that's the same amount as, no, it's one above that, but that's okay. I think that looks pretty good right there. I feel like I did like granite on the corners. No, I did mud brick every other. That's what it is. Okay, so we got to set that real quick. Boom, 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 wha-boom. And then I also need buttons. Buttons? Sorry, I'm just double checking my... I got to copy my own homework. It's fine. Oh, we did kind of that like dirty, like dark. Maybe we need to pick that up. You would need to build cannons. Yeah, we don't really have artillery in this world. I feel like it's more of a catapults era. We haven't discovered ballistics. Does artillery count as a ballistic? That I don't know. And then we had a boom, boom, boom. I'll lower him down a block. I want a little space. I want a little bit of space. That's kind of cool. The Chinese did have hand cannons and fireworks in the medieval era. That is true. One of the best reasons to play as China when you're playing Age of Empires 2. You get the hand cannons. Well, let's be honest, nothing can beat the elephants. If you know, you know. I prefer to keep war from Minecraft too. Yeah, like I like to build my castles and everything, but I have zero plans to make anything really war themed or whatever. We might have remnants of ancient battles and stuff in the world, but you won't really see me making anything specifically to say this is a war encampment. I just don't like to give it any more glory than it already gets in the world. This type of texturing here is the sandstone. I tend to just kind of add it in as a little bit of noise. Probably is a better way to do it, but I think this works fine. Okay, I don't have space for the campfires, so that's a problem. But we will just ignore it, and we will add our oak trap doors. Could build a small encampment for a hunt. Yeah, we could do something like that. There. Just gonna do that. That'll fix any problem that's in there. That tower is definitely a little top heavy, but I think that's fine. I did do the ladders underneath. Pretty sure the other tower had brown mushroom blocks in it. Yeah, it definitely did. You are correct. I want to just do something a little different. Or, as they would say, funsies. Any other details on the tower that I did not include? No, we pretty much got it all. Cool. Cool. One tower down. First time watching a stream, loving the content. I had a question. How do I keep my forever world interesting? Give yourself a story of sorts that you're trying to tell. That honestly helps a lot. And I don't mean some crazy big massive story that you're writing books about, but for me, what I find helps is I tell the story of how people live in the world. I like to make a medieval fantasy world, and I like to make it feel as alive as I can. So the way that I can make it feel alive is by telling a story of the people who are in the world and doing the things. So yeah, I would say that's what helps me a lot. I honestly, you just have to keep trying out things and figure out what you enjoy to do in Minecraft. Do you enjoy playing Minecraft because you just want to be a really cool builder? Then I would say building up a repository of like reference images or something that you could use would be a good way to keep it going on there. Block palette, block palette, block palette, block palette. What do we want to do? What color do we use on this house? What color? I feel like it needs to be a pretty... Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards just like an oak. I don't really want to do a red. See, probably like an oak in a jungle would be our best bet. Oh, excuse me. I love allergies. Birch with a blue? Sorry, excuse me. What? I'm awake now. Hello. Oh, now I'm gonna sound stuffed up for a few minutes. Love that for me. Funsies, the 70s called and want their saying back. Okay, Kiwi. Not all of us were alive in the 70s. Also, dude, I swear, Funsies is back. Just like everything that I was wearing in middle school, and like the fashion of when I was in middle school is so back right now. Like it's fine. It's phrases and everything are just a cycle. Okay, there's that. So this, if we're connecting to the wall, probably we'll just throw that in there. But just a full block. I mostly just hear you use funsies. I say funsies and I'm under 20. Thank you, Spider. You're saving me here. Show the massive tree in the background. Massive tree in the background. Tis there. Tis big. Dare I say massive. I could have sworn funsies is uber popular today. See, now you're showing your age by saying uber popular. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Wah, 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 wah. Oh my gosh, we went to the Mariners game on Sunday. And whoever is like in charge of sound effects in the stadium loves the air horn, dude. Anytime there's a strikeout, the air horn was going crazy. Just anytime they would strike out somebody from the team, granted the Mariners got absolutely rocked, so it's fine. But it's just constant, just wah, 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 wah. I was like, okay, here we go, cool. I was like, is this the note to get everybody in the stadium to pay attention? What are these exclamation points on your buildings for your creative world? They are all for just notes for me for when I'm talking about or thinking about doing things. It helps me keep track of what I've done or what I still have left to do. I've been around my 80-year-old grandparents so much that anyone my age, 30s or younger, is somehow a punk kid. Yeah, I mean, definitely super real and true. And I'm sure when they were kids, they had no fun at all. Why does this feel like such a classic me thing? I feel like that right there is a classic fWhip detail. You ever struggle with connecting roof lines between different buildings, or you figure out a system of which roof gets priority? Whichever roof is taller gets priority. If they're exact same height, pick your favorite. We'll use that as a little split instead. Looks old school fWhip. Yeah, it's very old school fWhip right now. And some windows down here just for some interest. Maybe we get like a what's floor level here? Do something like that. Nope, moving them over. I really don't like this being so tall and flat. Do we tree? Does a tree belong right there? Just like a little baby guy. I did design this tree just randomly while I was doodling with the wall. I put this guy in here. I could do something like him again. He's just a little spindly tree that's growing where it can. I'll leave that. Chimney. Oh, it doesn't have a chimney yet. Yeah, we could give a chimney coming all the way up. Let's make it a brick. Nope, that's not what I wanted. The U's of today have ruined the ability to count out loud, sorry. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. You should start a series on Bedrock Edition. I would play the exact same way I play on Java Edition. It would just be Bedrock, so I don't really see a reason for myself to do it, I'll be honest. I think Bedrock is fine, but I played Java for so long that it's kind of what I know, and I know how to play it. They like visually look the same, and you can kind of more or less do the same things. So I don't really feel the need to start a Bedrock series, I'll be honest with ya. We haven't done any campfire smoke over here really, so we're gonna throw. Why Mojang didn't put polished resins into new Minecraft updates? I think they'll look very good in building. You got those for resin. I guess like a polished resin, like a polished granite, but resin colored. That would be kind of sick. Would you ever try playing this world with the create mod? No. If I do anything create mod based, I'll start a new world. But no plans for that right now. But if y'all haven't already, be sure to click the like button. Woo! Appreciate you. Thank you. I don't know what I'm doing with this house. I'm just doing things. I'm waiting for it to speak to me to tell me what it wants to look like. It's not speaking. It's very quiet. It's very shy.
Pleased to meet you.
Hey fWhip and hey chat. Why was the math teacher late to work? She took the rhombus.
Pixels, thank you for the 28 months. feel like we need something in here. We need like a little stand or something. Do that. That'll be that. Stupid Enderman. I feel like the deep red looks good as the top part of the building. Is there much to texture with, though? I mean, if we want to go deep red, we could go like full netherrack. We could even try like this top section. It's like red nether brick, and then bring our netherrack into it. This looks like. That is such a rough one. I mean, color wise, I think it's okay, but we definitely have to smooth out both.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, there's not really much that we can throw in here. Ooh. You should make rain gutters. Medieval gutters were awesome. Like for down the middle of the street, or what are you talking about? Do a little, we can get a little fancy. Underneath the windowsills, we get a little bit of this guy. The cobblestone's gonna go. I've decided. Looks like they murdered someone at those windows. That's okay. We're not okay with war in the world, but murder is fine. Yeah, nether brick really has nothing to go with for it, for red nether brick at least. You kind of just got regular nether brick. What if we did? No, that's too blue. What are all those exclamation points? It's just notes that I use to tell me what I still have left to do versus what I've already done. Yeah, cobblestone's gonna go for sure. I'm not too sure what I want to replace it with quite yet. So we have lore, but no law. Yeah. We don't have the sheriff here to enforce any laws, so there's no laws. There's just lore. Balcony. They've actually got a balcony on the back. It's just a little one. This little thing. Some type of green block, maybe? I mean, we could go tough for the green tones, but I feel like going... I feel like I can't have it be that dark, though. We'd need to get that type of a green. Honestly, I might just copy this. I think something like that's going to be our best bet, probably. Swap that over. Because we have a billion tough brick, so it's fine. I know this is like very old school Minecraft build style, but I still love that. Just like every other block for like big walls to get like a cornerstone on it. Is there a video tomorrow? Yep. There darn tootin' is. This right here we can just change to stone. Actually, maybe stone brick. Just a little on the corner. And trap doors. Bring in a little bit of our crimson that we used in the windows. I want to use crimson more. I feel like it's a really cool block. It's just not something I gravitate towards typically. Oh, that would actually be bam. Bam, bam. I like the keystone corners. It helps gives repetition of structure within the noisier texturing. Yeah. I feel like if you can blend that noisy texturing in with some like key elements like that stuff, that's when you get like really cool results. You can learn how to like what do they always say? Like there's all the rules of arts that you have to learn all the rules before you can break them. And I feel like that's like one of the rules where like once you learn that thing, your very clean repetition building style, and then you can learn how to break that by adding, and then you learn your noise build style, then you learn how to break them both by adding them together, is when you can get some really cool builds. I feel like those sticky outy bits need to change. Nope. Those like support braces need to be something else, I think. Maybe a tree. I think we could do like a small shrub there, but I think a tree might be too big at this point. We're definitely getting somewhere. It's starting to get a vibe that I'm liking. So that's good. What mobs would you bring back from the mob votes? Any of the passive mobs I feel like would be cool, but honestly I don't remember too many. Like the penguin, I really wanted the penguin to win. I was happy the armadillo won, but I wanted the penguin originally. I feel like the armadillo could have been it's like okay. The armadillo for me is like cool because the experience farming parts that it has to it and the wolf armor, but outside that I'm like I don't really care about it. Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, I feel like any of the passive mobs from the mob vote would be cool to have. I think Minecraft needs more passive mobs. What part of the city you're working on? Cathedral's right there. We're on the western side. Do the Crimson Shelf. What's a good contrast? Honestly, we could do just warped. Maybe. Kinda cool. Is the pink too much? Pink might be too much. Let's try warped. Oh, that does not work. Yeah. Does your wife watch these streams? No, she hears me yelling downstairs, so it's fine. She hears me record all the content. She doesn't need to watch it. If you could give Minecraft one passive mob, what would it be? Probably some... Yeah, that might be a little too much, to be honest. Some form of just bird. I feel like Minecraft needs more birds. Just like a blue jay or something would be really cool. All right, we'll just do that. That's our most basic. A moose? A moose would also be really cool. I think deer or moose or something would be fun, but I worry that Mojang wouldn't add them. Because they seem to only want to bring animals into Minecraft right now that are part of conservation efforts, and then informing Minecraft players about those animals, which is great. I love that. Don't get me wrong. That's absolutely fantastic. But part of the way that Mojang is bringing in those mobs into Minecraft is by not having anything to farm off of them. So, like, there's no intent to kill the mob, really. For the past, like, honestly, any mob that's been added to the game recently hasn't really come with the intent of a player will farm it. Those are really only the old original mobs. So I do worry that Mojang just isn't interested in adding those types for now, which is fine. Like, that's okay, but it would be like, I don't think they would add deer or a moose or something because they'd be like, okay, yeah, but what's the player gonna do with it? Okay, they're gonna have to hunt them for food or something, like, or add venison to the game. I just worry that Mojang would be like, no, we're not doing that. Do I do this? I think so. Find your voice low-key calming. Thank you. I'll try not to scream too much. I mean, realistic moose would just be avoid them because they're very, very dangerous. What do you mean? They don't like hugs? I've been lied to. I thought all moose just love hugs. Could you imagine just walking through a Minecraft oak forest or something and then just there being a moose? They'd probably spawn in taigas. They would probably be like a mega taiga exclusive mob, would be my guess. That gives us a little something different on this guy. Hug a moose, however, you can only do it once. What do you mean? I thought Mounties, like, only ride on moose. Moosin. I thought they ride into battle on their moose that they've been living with since they were born and raised together and all that cool stuff. And then, like, if a moose or the Mountie dies, the other one also passes away. Is that not how it works in Canada? Have I been lied to? I could have sworn that was real. Okay, we got this house done. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. I'm BRBs. I'll leave you all with those lovely thoughts about moose. Okay. Okay, dokie dokie dokie. If you had one building tip, what would it be? Looking for advice. I'm also a huge fan. Use references. So obviously we do the base of this out of tough also, right? Because that's like what we do. No, I think we're actually gonna go with brick. We haven't done a brick building for a while, so I think it's about time. Hey, Queso Fiend, how we doing? Well, come on in. Oh, I missed a sign. My essential sign. Why are your buildings exclaiming? Because they're really excited. They have very important things to say. Oh, speaking of which, we actually need to change this one to lime. Because he's done. Do we candle the top of it? I kind of think we candle the top of it. Candled tops just look too good. It's hard to not do them. Don't you need to place glow lichen? Probably. I tend to do the glow lichen placements when I'm in the actual world, because they're just kind of essential for lighting. So, which, speaking of lighting, we do need some lighting in this region, because him. The day ruiner right there. The one and only, the Minecraft day ruiner, the creeper. Not much space, and there's no point in a there's absolutely no point in a window right there. No, I ain't getting one. Perfect timing. Yeah, love it when a plan comes together. What? Not the plan I want to be part of. Okay, we have brick. We have bricked. He thought the bright greenhouse was his, to be fair. True, he probably would decorate with bright green colors. So full of himself, that creeper. Charge creepers, enclosed ideas, small and menacing ideas. I mean, yeah, go for it. I can't get charge creepers in my world, so not much I can do about it. He's a buddy. He can just hang out here. Sorry, bud. I'm just going to texture around you. Yeah, you have fun. All right, so that one's going to be primarily oak. And then we can make a little bit of a difference. But this one can be jungle. Now he hates the house. That's why he's gonna blow it up, huh? that. Feel like they might also have a little window over here. Trapdoor. And what would be an open one to throw in there? Honestly, we could just throw in some oak. Just want like a little teeny tiny bit where you can like see through it. Yeah, that works. When do you find your building style? I mean, I've been playing Minecraft on YouTube for over 10 years now, so I've been developing it over a long time, and I'm still growing. My build style is still changing constantly. So I would say my recent build style, I've been probably using for the last year and a half or so. I've been still tailoring and cleaning it up and adding more stuff into it, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I would say a lot of what I do now has been the last year and a half of kind of learning more about shading and texturing and all that jazz. Oh, very skinny. You think I'm skinny? What is your main source of terracotta? I have a mesa biome I'm just slowly destroying. After this, we will put our stairs on the roof and whatnot so that we can have that done, and then we need to figure out what that upper section is going to be, which honestly, maybe we just do some spruce. Oh, I could put like a little window right in here. So the floor will be at this layer probably.
Pleased to meet you.
That could just be
1 year wahoo.
Wahoo! We just wahooed. Ollie, thank you so much for the 1 year of wahoo. We doing well today? Put a window on the back for funsies now, but there's no way to see out. We did do a window there, so we could double. That comes by 4. What do I do for the roof on this one? I feel like I don't want a deep slate because we have deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. I would do that, but it's like right next to a brown wall. The wall. Maybe we do tough. Tough to stone brick. Tough brick to stone brick. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Blackstone. Yeah. You know what I've been really itching to play recently? The old Anno 1400. Anybody else play that way back in the day? I don't know why I randomly had the thought earlier this week being like, man, that would be fun to go play. I don't know where it came from, but this music right now is also kind of reminding me of it. That very much just like wonder. What's Purper? Is there a new block I don't? Purfer? Yeah, Purfer is a great block. You unlock it after you beat the warden 20 times. Ever tried Warband? I don't know if I have. My recent games have I'm still just playing through the Warcraft 3 campaign. I'm almost done with the Night Elves and Frozen Throne. That's been pretty good. Okay, sounds like something Mojang would add though. Purfer. Just, you have to farm cats in order to get it. Ooh, that is... Oh, that's supposed to be you. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Mountain Blade Warband. Oh, okay. I've never played a Mountain Blade game, actually. I had a friend in college who played a bunch. So, like, I saw him playing a few, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I just never really jumped on. Okay. A test? I've never done this before. But if I did this... Does that kind of work? Honestly, it kind of does. But does it work better than just doing a stair? Let's try gray. Instead of light gray, let's try gray. Stupid internet. Oh, Rofo, what's going on? Hey, Phantom Whale, how we doing? Ooh, I kind of like that. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see how it sits for a while. You gonna detail the roof? Yeah, we will. All right. It does not work as well on the back side because there's not much space in here. Nobody's ever gonna see these, so I'm just not going to do them. I'm going to save myself the materials and just not. Mountain Blade Bannerlord is really good. I feel like I would enjoy the games. I just haven't really got around to doing them. We also need chimneys. Realizing now. There are 0 chimneys on this building. That'll do. Okay, so tough brick. We need our mossy cobblestone. We need our mossy stone brick. Probably want some just regular stone. Then we also have our stone brick, which will be there. We got more or less just some green tones in here. I don't tend to use mossy stone brick all that often, but I do like it. It is a kind of nice looking block. Sure. What do you do to get a replace a stair, not a full block? It's part of Axiom. It's a type replace. That's what the feature's called. Okay. There we go. I think that's decent. We still need to texture the walls and everything, but I feel like we're making progress. Guy tips me and my mom just inherited one of my grandmother's dogs. Decided after my grandmother passed away, we got the smaller dog. She seems sad, trying to cheer her up. I mean, dogs form connections with their owners in the same way that we form connections with other people. So they're gonna be sad for a little while. Just give them a lot of love, give them a lot of place to snuggle up to, and try and, if you know what the dog's old routine was, try and keep as similar to that as you can. Like if the dog used to go on walks every afternoon at 2 o'clock or something like that, try and see if you can keep at least some bit of that normalcy into it of that, and the dog will probably appreciate it. But just give them a lot of time, give them a lot of love, just keep them active, keep them doing things, and that's about as much as you can do. But that's really cool of you and your family to take care of the pup. So I hope they are able to find their place in your family too. We need our little glass right here. I only ask because I know you have Nova and your other dog. I appreciate it. Yeah, of course. No, I have a lot of experience with dogs. I used to help my mom and my brother for a long time when I was in high school. We would foster dogs. So I've worked with many dogs, and I love working with dogs. So, and I like helping people where I can with them. So I'm This goes for pretty much anybody. If you have a question about dog stuff, I don't claim to know all the answers, but I do have a lot of experience with dogs, so I can at least kind of get you in the right direction, I think. Any tips on how to be a better builder? Practice, watch people, pick up tips from others, work on finding references and things, then try and rebuild that reference in Minecraft. Even better if you can find a reference that is not Minecraft related at all and then build that into Minecraft. That's a really, really cool way to get better. We're gonna go with the OG path. Decoration. Hello everyone, how's your day going? My day is going amazing well. I'm just dropping by as I have a marching band meeting today. Luckily it's in 32 minutes so I can stay a bit. Ooh, nice. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. We want to do this. Oh, that don't connect. Do this. I've been trying a few new build styles reflecting games I'm enjoying. Overwatch has been good as inspiration. I want to try something based on Subnautica 2 next. Ooh, that's fun. Overwatch, I feel like if you can get into a game mode with just bots and you can just run around and look at the map for a while, you can probably find some really, really cool inspiration in there. Excuse me. Whoa. I mean, so many sneezes today. I love allergies. Oh, I forgot the campfire over the top of that one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How do you stay motivated in the world? Keep finding projects and things that you want to do that are gonna be fun for you. And then also finding ways to link them together and add... I really think like the biggest way to stay inspired in a Minecraft world is to tell a story more or less with what you're doing. And that story doesn't have to be anything like bonkers or crazy or anything, but I feel like I say it a lot, but just being able to tell a story that is just showing how your world is alive is honestly probably the best way that you can keep having fun with it. Maybe we'll throw a little teeny tiny bits of packed mud in. Say as I do a giant glob of it. add some little things. It looks like that can make it look like I can close. Frenchman, thanks for hanging today. You have a good one, all right? I don't think I said hi to you earlier, so I do apologize. I hope you have a good day. Back here, I'm just going to put some granite noise in so I can cut down on the amount of brick that I need. Hee hee. Because nobody's going to see this. Except that one person who's going to go back there when the world downloads out and take a screenshot and say, fWhip, I saw it. Look at me. Nope. They're gonna be like, I told you someone was gonna see it. Look at me, I saw it. One final exam to go. Gotta love how I took French class early and remember that band as a final exam. Well, you're gonna like knock it out of the park. You're gonna do so good. You're set. I hate that you have to place it against a full block. So dumb. I do love that you can place lanterns on them, though. Not dumb. Great addition, Mojang. Okay, there's that. And then I'll just sneak another guy right in there. Yeah. Sick. We're gonna have to build a little garden or something in there, so I'll probably put some candles, so it's fine. I don't know what I'm gonna do up here. This honestly was probably gonna be a wagon staging area. I think 1 or 2 wagons in here is probably the bet, because it was meant to be like a place where they could load into the minecart that we'll put in here that'll go all the way up to the tippity top. The skyline from where you were standing looks sick. Oh, out this way? Yeah, I love that view. I love the height that we have in this area now with this bridge. Being able to be up here and actually on like foot is really cool. But yeah, that skyline's pretty sick. This one is OG. We need to upgrade this. That needs to be upgraded soon. It's sad. Some of those trees have been there literally since I created the world, and I feel like it's about time. Even those little custom trees up there, we could do better ones than that. Did not know you could do that. Didn't know you could do what? What did I do? Are you gonna texture the walls on the second story? Yeah, I'm just fiddling around. ADD go brrrr, you know? Like the copper at the bottom. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. It does blend in a lot down there, but I think it's okay. Oh, I think it'll be fine. I also need to get this guy placed there. Probably a little too bright for that, though. I do wish there was a better in-between for oak and birch. There really isn't a great one. It just kind of really jumps there. Yeah. We could do some beehive action. Maybe on these sides we put beehives in. The front and the back we can leave without. There really needs to be a better in-between of those. This song is a banger. This is Featherfall. It's a Minecraft song, but it's a remix by Hyper Potions. Mojang did that like Pixel album a while ago. I think Pixel Drift is what it's called or something like that, but it's got some bangers. Some bangers. That's what they say, right? That's how you use the term bangers. Okay, our spruce, there's really not too much of it up there, so part of me says just leave it, like just some spruce plankage. It doesn't need to have extra noise to it, especially with the leaf in front and the campfire and the little thingamabop. I sure love having ADHD and OCD at the same time. My house will forever be spotless. You must use your superpowers for good. Have you been watching the new Star Wars Revenge of Mauler? Dark Lord? Yeah, I did. It was really good. I really, really liked it. I don't know if I watched the final. I don't know if I'm on like final I don't know if I finished it or if there's another episode, but I've really enjoyed what I've watched so far. I got through a very, very epic lightsaber battle that we're not going to talk about because it's very spoilerful. Oh, we're going all capital on the leaves. I think I'm just going to do some pale oak back here. Some spawn proofing, if you will. House classic palette a little bit, yeah. Oh, up here we can do a little scaffolding with a candle on it. That can give us some light at this point. I'll figure out something for there, but that's okay. I still don't like this face. That face, very big, very flat, very ugly. Might honestly just need to have everything from here over come out by 1. That might be the play. I don't know if I like the play, but it might be the play. Nope. Actually, I don't know why I did that. That would probably get torn out anyways. So whatever. Yeah, that helped in there a little bit. And it kind of makes it a little cozier. So it's fine. That can be there. Definitely no zoning laws in this city. No, absolutely not. It's medieval city. They build over the top of each other. They will block out the sun just to reach higher. I do like this though. Kind of want to see. Kind of fun. It's like a little something. They just have a shrine above their door. Yeah, we're gonna leave that. If we had polished granite walls, I'd do polished granite walls, but ain't got none. We got polished tough. We got polished deep slate. We got granite. We don't got polished granite. Why? This fave building in the city? I think the cathedral is probably like, it's definitely up there. Honestly, I really just like this neighborhood. I really like the vibes we have in this neighborhood. I think it's starting to look very, very fun. We're gonna make a little pot garden in here. And then over there, they can have some actual plants going. Probably honestly a little farm. I sneeze again. Dude, I don't know why I'm sneezing so much. Okay. We're good. We're fine. I'm saying abolish zoning as a person whose career is zoning. I'm sure it's very, very fun and complicated and super easy to understand in every single situation. Aim. What type of plants do they like? Here's some wildflowers on the ground. They have some dandelions. We can give them a golden dandelion. That's not even on this. Why isn't the golden dandelion listed with the flowers? Is that list? Where's the golden dandelion in the resource menu? Not redstone. Why is it under food and drink? Which way do you face? Yes. So much sun for the sunflower. Ooh, honestly, we could just say that they're getting like just like the little teeniest, tiniest of bits right in there. Yeah, we'll do 2 of them. They just really like their lellos. Well, the babies eat it technically. True. That's a weird one. What am I gonna do here and here? That one we're just gonna grab you and bush.
Keep it real.
Cumulus, welcome on in, folks. Thanks so much for the raid. How we doing? Hellos. We're doing a little bit of creative planning stuff today, messing around in a copy of my hardcore world. Just doing some little bits of buildings. Hope y'all are doing good. Welcome on in, raiders. Trees. That's a very small spot for a tree. I also feel like a tree here kind of... I don't know. I like the tree there. I don't know if I'd like a tree here. Let's see. Let us see. What tree could I just throw in? Let's try a little birch. An itty bitty little birch. Where's... do I like this guy? Do we like him there? We could also... it's not really a great view because it just kind of looks right here. It just goes down. Yeah, I'm not loving the tree, to be honest. Even just with a temporary one. How do you make schematics of your house and not get everything around it? There's a command in Axiom up here under operations. that you select your area, and I just use the hollow key, so it gets rid of everything else. Ooh, a well? Not a bad idea. We don't... Is that... I like the well idea, but I think a well might honestly belong better up here. We're going to use a fWhip Classic, and by fWhip Classic, I mean I stole it from Thomas probably 8 years ago, so we still use it. Thomas, if you're here, I didn't forget. Don't worry. And I am still stealing it. But I've made a new addition to it. I now add a second pot. And chain. Ah. Does that come too far out? No, that's actually okay. Pile of stones that kids can throw at people. Bro, what? Oh. We all did that as kids. Sure, Fishy. Sure, all of us did that as kids. We threw rocks at people. Definitely true and real and so accurate. Aim. Little thing growing in there. Ooh, what we could do here. Pile of firewood, but then somebody could just jump into here. Not that it's really an issue, but it's fine. Well, I didn't throw rocks. We had slingshots. Okay. Dodgeball went crazy in PE class. Yeah, something tells me you weren't using rocks though. Maybe a little pond in the spot by the mines. A little pond. I don't know if a pond would work because the elevation would be taken down, and this is very much a man-made wall, so like stacking it up for that probably isn't the best. Are there any... I know we have some shrines around here. I don't want to use that guy. He's too big. Are all my shrines I have just like things built into walls? I feel like that might be the case, unfortunately. I know we have a few shrines that we use around the city, and it could be kind of cool to include something. Just doing a quick little path search. Yeah, because like we have this guy. We could figure out some way to include him. In my PE class, it was called Dodge Rock. I remember wall ball being pretty big. Just like, I feel like it's not really a case anymore, but there's definitely like an era where there are just the big like wooden walls out for like hitting like tennis balls against realistically. But then our big thing that I remember doing a lot as a kid, probably not the smartest of ideas, was people would just like take the tennis balls and you would try and run across as quick as you could, and you would try and last as long as you can to be like last person standing. But if you got hit, then you'd go out and you would help the people throw the tennis balls and hit the other people who were running across. Yeah, I don't know if we can do a shrine in here. We just don't have a whole lot of space. I am kind of thinking it should be a little workstation of sorts now that I'm actually thinking about it. That's so much better. Shrines will definitely hurt more than rocks. Yeah, how about we have like hammers and stuff, and like they can have like a what would their work yard be here? Stone carver. That's kind of a random spot for a stone carver. To be honest. We need to make it kind of ambiguous. Actually, do I even need a light here? I do not. We're already set. I do need a light up here, though. That'll get most of that area. Nice. Sightline to the cathedral in there. Maybe a painter. No, not really. This is very much just you can look down at the entrance. Or you can come up here and look out one of those places. That, though... forgot that changed that. Oh, I hate it. Somebody's set up here for the day. Maybe they're painting this. Yeah? Yeah? Paint. Right there. Be for people repairing the bridge. But then I probably couldn't have my painter on the bridge. Let's move him right there so he's not kind of... Well, actually, I think I could do it. Yeah. How'd you place 2 trapdoors on each other while flying? If I sneak and move down, I can't place anything on top of the trapdoor. I need to exit flight mode. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. Hold spacebar and... Hold spacebar and your crouch key at the same time. That works. For me. I don't know. That's default. If that doesn't work for you, that's something that is goofed up on your end. I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, that's default Minecraft, just holding spacebar and left shift or whatever your crouch keys. Me literally just adding random things around. Does it look good there? No? Okay, what's it do? I don't know. That's what I wanted to try, though. I don't know. We can give them a few little banner tapestries or something. Well, I am thinking, though, that we move it all down by a block. But I don't think I can here. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I like that, because then it doesn't block the buildings up above. Ooh, a brush, not a lever. That's a good call for the paintbrush. I'm thinking 2 OG Minecraft over here. Oh, you press shift and space at the same time? At least that works. How it works for me? Yeah. I wish you could make like 1 tall banners. I guess you can kind of do a hanging sign. Yeah, that'll do. Now up here. Gonna have a chair. Sorry, I'm probably clearing my inventory and adding the same stuff back to my inventory repeatedly, but that's just how my brain works with interiors or building. Do you want to retexture the old houses in the city? No, I'm not going to. The old houses in the city, I think, worked great when I built them. I was happy with them when I made them. Honestly, when I had finished this main street here, I was like, these are some of the best buildings I've ever made in my entire life. When I built up all of these and the gatehouse, I was like, this thing's amazing. If I did it now, I'd do it different, but that's okay. Back when I made them, I was really happy with them. And if we start retexturing the city to update this all to the newer style that I do over here, I would basically work from here. I'd work all the way down there. I'd have to redo all of that. I'd have to redo all of this. And we'd have to redo basically probably a third of the city. One, I don't think it's worth the effort. Two, I like being able to see how I've changed. I've been working on this project for almost 4 years, so I can now see where I was 3.5 years ago to where I'm now in 2026. And that's really cool. You don't often get to see how clear examples of how your build style has changed over a single project when you go from there to there and having it still like blend together really well and flow together really well. So I think that's really fun to be able to see that difference, to be honest. Yeah, and they still look good. They don't like stand out super as bad. Like the second you're up next to them, I think they personally, to me, I think they still look really solid. I mean, just look at that. All that stuff's ready to go now. And from back here, I mean, granted, if you go about 1,000 blocks away from your build, it all looks like it belongs together. Who would have thought? So yeah, I don't plan to redo any of it. The only one that I want to redo, I'll be honest, is that roof. I do not know what I was thinking when I made this roof right here. Who thought bamboo to honeycomb to oak was a good idea? Apparently me. I was the one who thought that. It's not a good idea. It's not good. Did not work out. Also very lore friendly to have slightly different styles. It could be a city has multiple architects, or they have different surplus of materials. Probably about wealth even. Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to think about it. We're going with the same style as the city itself, or the main walls of the city, because this would be that's just going to be where that goes. I need to probably get a door in here somehow. It's going to have to be one that opens outward, which is is okay. So we can just do a little... I love when I put the same block next to each other on my hotbar. I'll just do something like that. I think I'm gonna also do bam, 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 just because I think it looks neat. That'll work. And then we can also take some signs probably and make it just look like there's like a slat or something where the thing can slide into. We'll give it just a tiny bit more. And then we can take this guy, probably do like a bam, a blam, a blam, blam. Do we want a staircase that'll go up here? Maybe. Then we can have a door there. We have a door here. That does that. Kind of go boop, whoop. Easy. Cool. Do you voice over some stream clips in the actual video? I have streams and then videos with clips from those streams and things are slightly different. Yeah, it depends on the video I'm making. But yeah, it's not uncommon for me to clear up audio and revoice things. Whatever gives the best outcome. Usually the route I will go. Okay. I forgot a door there. Need a frog go. After Minecraft, what's your favorite game? Probably StarCraft 2. That game is ancient. And I still play it on a weekly basis, baby. StarCraft is quite literally my, like, relaxation game. At least if played casually. It's one of those where if I'm playing casual and I'm just playing like little against computers, I'm just chilling. I'm having a great time. If I'm playing that, I'm like playing competitive. Oh my gosh, heart rate 1,000,000. Is Minecraft Your favorite or just your job? No, I played Minecraft a lot even before this became my job. Even before I started my channel, I was playing Minecraft at least on like a monthly basis. So I'd say Minecraft is my favorite video game to come back to. I wouldn't necessarily say Minecraft is my favorite video game like I've ever played, but it is the one that I do find myself most consistently coming back to play. Granted, it's different now because it is my job, but before it became my job, it was the one that, like, if there was ever something that I needed, if there was ever a time when I was like, ooh, I'm burned out, or and I just, like, needed something to do, like, Minecraft was a lot of times my go-to. We're gonna fill that back in because I'm going to change this up. Actually, I think I want it to only be one. Just gotta figure out what we want to actually do with the building, texture-wise. I feel like the inside is lending itself to stay, or the main one is lending itself to stay in that brick. But I think we need some contrast, so this guy can be out of tough. And I think this... much as I don't really want to, is probably gonna be brick. I really like the bay windows you've been adding recently. I feel like bay windows are something I used to do a ton, and then I kind of just stopped doing them. This is something in here. I just don't know what it is, but I don't need to fix that. Okay, there's that. This can come all the way across here. As at this same level, which is... that's going to come into here. Actually, I'm going to raise it up one, so it's going to come in here. This is all going to break out. Do a little sprucey spruce. Sprucey spruce. Then you get up here, you can go inside. This is probably going to be some... I've been loving dark oak recently, so I'm just going to do more dark oak. Easy. I think your world came from Avatar: Last Airbender. I don't know if I would really say mine came from Avatar, but I do like Avatar. It's a pretty cool show. I don't know if that's too much dark oak, but Also kind of looks pretty clean, so. So when in doubt, if it's too much dark oak, the answer, obviously, add more dark oak. Excellent choice, fWhip. Let's just keep adding more and more dark oak until it looks good. Great job, dude. Thoughts on Avatar and Legend of Korra? I think I like Avatar more than Legend of Korra, but I think Legend of Korra is good. I just think I like grew up watching Avatar, so I feel like I just lean towards that more naturally. But Korra's still good. No, I will do this. Okay, no, I need that. Thank you, please. I can't click the block where I want the block to be clicked. Sorry, May, you already missed it. It's over. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Again, polished diorite wall, please. Please, Mojang, please. The desert city like Ba Sing Se. I mean, I don't think mine looks anything like Ba Sing Se, but it's not nearly as big. But there is no war, so it's the same. Stupid work getting in the way of nerd talk. Yeah. Do you pay much mind to the difference in texture when you place trapdoors on the bottom versus top of the block? No, not really. That needed to come up a bit. Kind of decent. Why you stop your 10,000 day world? This is my 10,000 day world. Or do you mean the old? Do you mean the old survival world? Like the building with fWhip survival world? That one stopped because I was burnt out and bored, and I didn't want to play on it anymore. I mean, that's part of it. I would say the main reason I stopped the original one, honestly, there's kind of two reasons. I would say the biggest reason that I stopped the original survival world was because I felt I had done so many things in it that were kind of finality, like final things, and I didn't feel like I could really fix them. There's a lot of things in that world that just kind of had to be the way that they were, and I wasn't super happy with them. And that was my world where I was like still figuring out how I liked to play Minecraft. So I did a lot of things in there that I wasn't like super happy with later, but like I kind of got to try things and then figure out what you like and what you don't like. And so that world was just kind of part of the figuring out what I don't like era of Minecraft for me. I'm still really happy that I had that world and played in that world for so long, but yeah. I feel like I needed to have the experience of playing in that world to become the player that I am today. But I'm very happy I'm not in that world anymore, to be honest. There's no war in the city of Path. There's no war in this entire world. That. Just fill this all in the middle, break these, turn that, and then we can just do a little here. I just literally want to do a bam, and bam, bam. It's just like an extra little window. Do you plan to do more like villain or like scary cities in this world? Specific villains? I don't know. We'll probably have some evil places, but nothing that I know of right now, or I'm planning right now, but never say never. I do like the idea of having some like spookier, kind of more evil-y factions every once in a while, but I also feel like I have so many things that I need to do first in the world before we get around to doing any of those. There's just so many half-finished things in this world that I want to finish. Like I'm not letting myself start that Asian-inspired area until something is done. Whatever thing gets done first, I don't know, but there's got to be something done before we can start the Asian area. This whole thing here, I'm just gonna take to mud brick. A little bam. That at least can block that in for now. This will be the router. I know you said you like to do some organics. Any plans for that? Nothing I figured out yet. I mostly want to learn how to do organics. I don't know if I necessarily want like organics to be built into this world quite yet. My problem with organics is you can have an epic dragon soaring through the sky, like right up there. Imagine we had just had a big old dragon. But that dragon is there forever, and that dragon never moves. And I feel like it adds a weird frozen in time element to your worlds. Similar to, I have this airship up here, right? He's been there for 2.5 years, probably 3 years, and it's just there. It's got its little slipstream behind it to make it look like it's moving, but homie hasn't moved ever because it can't. Like if you could have it somehow like create modded so it would be like woo and just like circling around or something, I'd be all over doing airships and organics and stuff that'd be moving around the world and doing blah 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 blah. But when they're just sitting there, like statues are one thing, but when you have it like that, I'm not Just do like a dragon nest where he's sleeping. Yeah, you could use that. Use reference images for any of your builds, and if so, where do you find them? I do, yeah. A lot of the shapes for these were references that I found a while ago. A lot go on to, like, I'm on Pinterest a lot. I look at a lot of D&D game maps that people make, because people who are making D&D artwork and whatnot, they're actually very, very talented artists, and so they make a lot of cool stuff. And the D&D players do their research, so they have some cool stuff. There's also a lot of art school students that will post their portfolios and things online that I like to check out. A lot of them are on ArtStation, but ArtStation seems to be in a little bit of a decline right now, at least in terms of what gets posted on there. I don't know. I don't really know if there's a story behind that or anything, but yeah, so I'm not finding as much good stuff on ArtStation anymore. But yeah, I think you can, there's definitely, I mean, heck, even just Google Images can have a lot of really cool stuff to it. Just spending a little bit of time to actually search and find the keywords that you're looking for the thing that you want to make, you can find some really cool things. Why not create mod world after this one? I never want to make a Minecraft world that is my long-term world to play in that is bound in any way, shape, or form by a mod being updated. And I know this is absolutely amazing for the create mod devs who make that mod, but quite a few of them recently got hired to the Hightail development team to help bring their version of Redstone, or whatever the heck it's going to be called, into Hightail. Absolutely awesome for the create mod devs. But flip side of that is now create mod is no longer their highest priority. Their highest priority as developers now is their new job working on Hightail. So there's a non-zero chance now that create mod could be abandoned and never updated again, because they would be out there working on Hightail and doing all that. And that's not a knock towards Hightail. It's just the truth of the modding world that I do not like to... I just don't like about playing with Minecraft mods, is you're always beholden to somebody who does it out of their spare time, continuing to do it out of their spare time for fun. And when it's my job that could potentially be harmed by somebody else who I have zero control over, being like, yeah, I'm just not gonna update this anymore, I don't think I'm gonna develop this mod anymore, that's a potential big issue for me. So I try to not do too much in the way of mods and things that I would be required to wait for somebody to update before I could then update my world, because then I'm stuck. And I love working with new Minecraft features, so anything I can do to get myself to the newest Minecraft updates faster, I'm gonna do, because I also think that helps a lot in terms of channel health and all that. That's the long, rambly version. People find your builds ugly. Do you like your builds? If you like your builds, tell the other people to shut up. You can tell them I told you to say that. If you like your Minecraft builds and other people don't like your Minecraft builds, to heck with them. You don't need them. Sultan, good correction. I think Blackstone is a pretty good block. There's definitely a lot of use cases for it. You just gotta figure out how to use it. Now, I think Blackstone's pretty good. I think it's fun to work with. I think it's a little too blue for a lot of cases to be used for a darker block, but I think it's still kind of cool. Just want to get a little bit of highlightage. It's just a little dark. Trying to build a Roman town, but some of the Minecraft references get very repetitive, so it leads me to drawings instead. Yeah, I tend to find for a lot of Mediterranean architecture, a lot of Mediterranean architecture in real life is very repetitive and very simple shapes and things that just looks pretty because of the cleanliness to it. Think of like Santorini or something like that in Greece, where most of Santorini is just like the white walls and a blue roof, but there's a little detail differences when you get down to like street level and things. But for the most part, a lot of that is just consistent looks to it that is absolutely gorgeous. But then if you were to try and build that in Minecraft, it would feel very repetitive very, very quickly. So in that case, you would want to turn to drawings that might have a little bit more architectural differences to them, and people fantasticize things a touch more, and yeah, that's my recommendation at least. Okay, roof. There. Oh, we forgot that. That's okay. How many of you managed to get done today? We got that guy, the tower, and that, and then, yeah, almost 3. Doesn't seem like much, but it's honest work. That's what I'm gonna keep saying to myself. They've honestly, getting the creative building done alone takes a long time. We're almost 3 hours in a stream today. Whew. Figure out what I want to do here. I'm just gonna like put, actually I have no idea what I'm gonna do there. That's not bad. What's your thoughts on duping in hardcore and if it's cheating for you? If you're playing single player, do whatever the heck you want to do. And I think the only time duping or anything comes into a question of is this cheating or not is if you're a content creator. And at that point, it's only cheating if you're lying to your audience. Minecraft's a sandbox game. Play by whatever rules you want to play by. As long as you are upfront with whoever it is that you are sharing the world with or whatever is going on, then who really cares? Like, there was somebody who recently posted a picture of on the Minecraft subreddit that I saw, and they were like, I've been digging out this world with no mods, no hacks, no cheats, nothing. And then they comment, and somebody was like, wow, that must be taking you forever. And then they comment going, oh no, it's actually not too bad. It's going along really well. I have an efficiency 300 that can instant mine obsidian and everything, and it has mending and unbreaking 200 on it, so it never breaks. And then people were like, what do you mean you're not playing with mods or cheats or anything? Like, how did you get that pickaxe? They're like, oh, I used it in-game command. And people were like, so you enabled cheats, like you enabled commands previously called enabling cheats. What chat does he read? All of them. I have them combined on my side, so I can see it all. I'm gonna lie, a little Santorini-esque village would be cute in the Mediterranean area, maybe along the same coast as the colorful village, but more south. Well, we have that extra village, so you're talking about this guy, which I love. I really, really love this village. But we also have all the way over here, we've got another village that I think could be really cool, going like all the way around the bay, like 2 to 3 rows of houses sticking up all the way around the bay here. Could be very, very cute. So that's an eventual Mediterranean village I want to make. He reads this, chat? I do. I know. I read both of them. So yeah, I think a very similar vibe to that, or honestly, we gotta try Santorini. I know I'm gonna want to mess around with some Mediterranean stuff and the desert stuff when Chaos Cubed gets here. So maybe we'll start doing a little planning out there or something. I think when Chaos Cubed gets here, that first week, I want to do a live stream where we just mess around with the new blocks and then create a mode and all that. Yeah, this is a copy of the hardcore world. Yeah, I think that works. I've just kind of resorted back to using regular lanterns. I used to fill the copper ones in a ton. I just hate crafting them. Do we get a hardcore video tomorrow? Yes, you do. New video dropping tomorrow. I just uploaded it before the stream started today. So it's getting all the checks and whatnot done right now. I just say that because the Santorini look would be a nice contrast against the more granite rocks of the area. If you kept the same rocks for us, yeah, that could be cool. We just have to figure out where they'd be getting that like white plaster from. Do you intend to build something like a slum? As in like a kind of, I guess a slum would be like a poorer district. It's kind of barely held together. Not in this city, no. Path very much I go as a utopia without all the weird parts. So there's no plans really for a slum or anything in it. Maybe one day, but no plans right now. I do think those types of housing are cool. Like, I think it could be fun to making like a bayou type village in a swamp somewhere, but it's pretty torn apart, you know, and just not looking too hot. That could be pretty cool. What I want to do is run up here. What did we do on this? I'm going to just grab a little screenshot. It's a pretty simple structure, but I want to be able to more or less copy what we did. Okay. Slums tend to be near ports and fishing docks. Yeah. We definitely don't have space for it over in the harbor or anything. I like it as is. We do need to design and build the harbor, but that's for future me. Ooh. Don't love that. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We are counting and we are counting. We're just gonna make like a bigger version of the thing. This would be down here. And then, no, we're gonna do bam, 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 bam. And up top, we kind of have space for a little something. This is where we could do that shrine thing. Yeah. Now we're thinking with portals. Of course, the top of a mine entrance would definitely look like that. Definitely. Have you seen the new episode of The Boys? No, I have never watched it. I'm not a big TV show enjoyer. I know there's a lot of great TV out there, but it's just never really been my vibe. And then this all here. Just gonna go back. Nope. Okay. That's just gonna be where that mine and then we'll do something on the inside of it. The top of your head shrines? Yeah, that makes sense. What are you gonna build under the mountain? We're gonna do a minecart track that's gonna take you all the way up to that other entrance that we're looking at up there, so that you could actually get up there by foot. Currently, there is no way to reach the top of the mountain. Technically, if you go Minecrafty mode, you can reach the top of the mountain. But that's not fun. I think this like comes back into there, and so whatever will sit in here, it'll be fine. Should have it be something like that. And then we can just do a candle sitting on a beehive right up here. I'll give a little bit of light to this spot. Probably gonna have a lantern somewhere back in here. Like so. That'll be a door. Probably another door over there, because why not? And up top, we can just have 2 doors or something. I don't know. Is this mountain already built? Yeah, this mountain here is already built in the world. That mountain, not yet. That one, we need to get working on it. That's unfortunately probably needs to happen sooner than later, but I don't want to because it's really big and scary, and it's going to be so many blocks, and I'm even out of andesite now, and it's really, really horrifying because I need like 60,000 andesite for that build, and that's a lot of andesite. So like it'll be done next week probably. Need some bright. What? We kind of use. I kind of use alliums and lilacs around as like the colors in the city for flowers. We're gonna do a little patch of them. I don't want to cover everything with them, so we're just gonna do it right there, and then we can just have like a few of them right here. That'll be all of our flowers. And then I also want ferns. That I'm gonna have to come back in survival mode and just get all these in, so I'll just do the top section for now, but everything below I'll just do when I actually come in survival. So I am my goal is obviously the mountains aren't going to be spawn proof, so there will be mobs that spawn on those, but my goal otherwise is that if you're inside the city walls, there is no spawnable space for mobs. Whether it's bushes spawn proofing things or whatever, but I think it'd be really cool to have the entire city be actually fully spawn proof. And the goal is one that it's fully spawn proof, and when you're walking around you're not like seeing torch spam or anything, right? A little waterfall would be cute. Yeah, the problem is it doesn't have anywhere to flow. The whole city down here is already built. We do actually have a waterfall coming down through right over here, though. Huh? That's already that. We already got one waterfall. I'm trying to do the same for my castle. Try to make a mob switch, but I can't get it going correctly. I have a mob switch in the nether. I don't plan to bring one to the overworld. Yeah, firefly bushes are spawn proofing, but they only do like a little plus shape. Because they only give off, what, light level 2? If even. That's going to be a tall fern. But yeah, so if you go over, let's see. We put a firefly bush at a relatively flat area, let's say right here. That's all a firefly bush will spawn proof. So, that's the same as putting... That's less than putting a single candle. And if you do a glow lichen, that's that much. So firefly bushes, technically you can mask them around and you can spawn proof places, but they don't do too much. Speaking of which though, oh actually we did spawn proof all the way back here. I forgot, I did do all of that. Gosh, it's this view spot throughout the city. Maybe I should have done a bench over here. Because that is one heckin' view, dude. Wow. No, I kind of like it being a workyard. They're like workyard first for the barracks. I've been using them like crazy, but still good to know. Yeah. That's a cool view. I like that. That's fun. Especially the mountains being done. Oh, I'm so upset that I planned all those and then just haven't done anything with them. And I want to plan that one too. Oh no. It's fine. That one's built and that one's built. And most of... No, I don't think I actually built that in there. I think I built like this edge of it, but I haven't built the rest of it. So that's got to get built. All of these unfortunately need to be retextured along the entire riverbank because we did them all out of just stone to begin with, so that sucks. I'm yet to ever make a mountain. Need to learn how to. I have Wizzy's still in here. Bug them. Wizzy's honestly better at it than I am. I'll tell you what though, folks. We've been live for over 3 hours. Just pure creative mode building. My brain is mush. I don't think I got anything else other than doodling and just placing random foliage bits around in my brain left anymore. So I think we are actually going to be wrapping it up there, and I'm going to take a break, go do some grocery shopping, all that cool stuff, and then come back and see where we land afterwards. But thank you so very much, everybody, for hanging today. I really do appreciate it. Hope you all have a good rest of your day, evening, nights, Thursdays, Tuesdays. Hopefully this VOD actually works on the second channel, all that cool stuff. But I really appreciate y'all taking the time to hang out with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. New video will be dropping tomorrow, so you can check that one out there. And who are we gonna go drop a raid to over on the Twitch? Who do I know that's live? Mog? Yeah, we'll go raid Mog. Mog's live. We can go bug him. He just started streaming, so this is great. You can go tell him good morning. He probably woke up a little while ago. So thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip side.